What's up? My name is Neurostratos, and welcome to episode 7 of my Minecraft Create series. In the last episode, we built a gravel and sand factory, so that way I could get some delicious gravel and maybe make some concrete. And in this episode, we are finally going to be getting started on our Arctic village, because a certain someone is in the holiday spirit, and I hope you guys are too. So, I got most of what I need. Why don't we start planning this out? This is an aerial view of the island that we have to work with, and it frankly has plenty of room for my ideas. The first thing that we probably are going to do is move the train track so that it snakes around the edge of the island and comes to a parking position facing east to west right here on this flatter bit. That way we don't have these floating tracks. Then with that, we'll be able to plan our entrance and exit into the village. And in the center, probably right around where that little hole is, we're going to build a small little ice rink. Obviously, there's going to be some houses on either side of that and on the path to the train station. And at the top peak, the apex of the town, probably over where these 3 trees are right now, we are going to attempt to build a large Christmas tree. So we have a lot of work to do. And I've already got some supplies, so why don't we get to moving that train track? You know, I was gonna say that this is the setup, but I am unhappy with this. I always feel like the train is smaller than it actually is, so it takes up a lot more space than I tend to realize. I need to figure out a straighter, flatter, more realistic way to have the train enter and exit this island without taking up uber amounts of space, because I mean, like, look, this entire piece of the island is now totally unusable. Not that it was needed to be usable, but still. So I'm gonna sit and have a little play around a little bit. Okay, so I have fixed our issue. If you can see from here, I have, instead of having the train track go straight on, like we're talking about, I had it curve off to the left there, and oh god, the spider's attacking me. Get the heck out of here. So as you can see, we now go around the outside of the island. I'm going to have to clear up a lot of these ice spikes, but that's okay. Not all of them are in the way, just some of them. Like that one. And we just come right around here, and we go across this, which will be a bridge, and we hopefully pull into the station just like this. And I just ran over that zombie. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of my way, and I'm just going to start throwing down spruce saplings, because, well, I don't need the wood, but to build a nice big Christmas tree, I'm going to need the spruce leaves, because the spruce leaves, they just look 10 times better than most of the other leaves. So we're going to get the spruce leaves going. So imagine for a second that we are travelers on this train, right? So we get off at the station. Hi, I'm at the station. So the station needs a centralized exit point, which we'll set up right here. Perfect arrow. So that means that people getting off the train are going to want to be funneled into this direction. So our path will lead us this way, and I might add some curve to it. You know, maybe it comes this way, just a little bit, and it'll bring us right into the center of town, which I'm going to have to flatten all of this. So we have this path that comes into town. There's already grass on these, so there'll be buildings along this side. A Christmas tree in the center. Something else right there. I don't know what yet, but some kind of like eye-catching, unique thing. Maybe a snowman. Maybe I'll make a snowman there. I don't know yet. We'll have a couple more buildings on this side. Ice rink in the center. And maybe a workshop on this end. So it'll basically be a very oval-shaped village. There's not going to be much going on. I just need to make sure I have enough blocks. If I have more than enough, well, we might add some more buildings and stuff. But I think now that that planning is done, I might need to go get a lot more dirt to fill in this hole right here. So the first plot is in, kind of. I've run out of dirt and don't feel like going back to get more just yet. So what I'm going to do is, I'm probably not going to do a time lapse for a lot of these buildings, because this could take up the majority of the episode. So I want to give you guys some nice content, and why don't I use that time to walk you through how I very hectically build things. So as you can see, I was about to start building a house idea, right? And the front of the house is going to face this way towards the ice rink, and it would have looked beautiful. But it wouldn't have made sense, and let me tell you why. So, like I've said about 4 times already, people enter the village this way. So they'd just straight up be walking right past somebody's house, right? Just right past the side of their window. Maybe they peek in the bedroom a little bit, you know. But in a real city, the main street, I mean, yeah, people's houses could be on it, but I have a better idea. Why not build a shop? And a shop that has 2 entrances, an entrance here and an entrance here. So that way people can kind of walk through, and the flow of the foot traffic is not different. You know, it stays the same. And we are just going to build on the fly with this because I didn't plan this one out. Okay, so I brought back a bunch of stuff. I smelted 2 stacks of glass. Not going to be enough. Crafted up 11 armor stands. And I brought my wrench so that I can do that. So now I can... Let's place the... Oh, I should have made armor. Like that, so we can put armor on them. I'm gonna put a torch down. Actually, I could put the glass down. So if I do this... Ooh. What would be good here? Just like this. And then this. Okay, so this is what I've got going on so far. As you can see, I added some little lanterns. I love these lanterns so much. They're so cool. Iron bowl lanterns. I love them. I added some chipped glowstone up here to light these armor stands up. I added these framed glass doors. Kind of simulate like how how stores have those doors that open automatically. We have doors that open automatically, although sometimes you can get stuck on them. Here's the inside so far. I have 17 more of these frame blocks, but I'm not sure how I want the walls to look yet. And we added this chimney that I want to fix a little bit. But I am kind of stuck. I feel like I can't get a roof design down that I like. I wanted to go for a kind of like a slopey roof, but it just makes the center so large. Like, it looks completely funny. And also, this is 5 wide and this is 4 wide. How did I mess that up? I mean, yeah, it gives a little character, but still. There's a lot that I need to fix with this, and I am not prepared to fix that yet. So I think that for now, we're going to set that project aside and work on some houses. Okay, I think this is a good spot. So let's start with some green buildings. So I'm going to do that for that. Come in, whoops, and just place green terracotta. I would leave a space and then more green terracotta. And then we'll outline this side like so. I will also do this across the top, because why not? I think that'll look nice. And I need a couple more stairs. Let's get that for now. And like that. That's looking good. Now let's throw a door on it. And I picked a very specific door type because it looks sick, and it's this one. Look at how cool that looks. Doesn't that look kind of Christmassy? I think that looks kind of Christmassy. And with that, we have our roof design, except I forgot some very important blocks, being note blocks. And last I checked, I don't have any redstone on me. So I'm going to have to make my 828th trip all the way back to the spawn so that I can get some note blocks to fill in that area up there. But this is kind of the design scheme that I'm going to go with for a lot of the houses. But that's not going to stop me from starting the second house. I need way more dirt. So, ignore the fact that there is no roof, but you guys are getting the picture of what this is going to look like. So, I need to go run back to base and get myself some redstone so I can make a whole bunch of note blocks, and I'll bring you back when I have some more progress. Progress report. We have these 2 houses kind of done. I need some glass windows. I have some glass, I just need some black dye. And the inside is completely empty, and I've connected them because this would literally be a 2x2 hole. So why not have just one big interior when I get to the interiors? But this is the kind of style that I'm going for. Very dark, nice woods. Using the designs of the note blocks is very, I think it fits in very nicely with a Christmassy theme. And obviously using the red and green terracotta really, well, brings out the Christmas colors. What I really want to draw attention to are these gold-plated trapdoors and the gold doors. So now that I show them to you, you can see how well they fit in. Now, I do feel like this just plain face is a little bland. I might get the stone cutter and see what kind of variations of designs I can get for the red terracotta and maybe spice it up a little bit, you know. But those are those 2 designs, and I've spent a lot of time and a lot of dirt filling in this entire central area and some of this area over here, which I'm still not done with. I don't think I have to fill it all in, but I might as well. You can see basically everything that doesn't have snow on it is pretty much where I put new grass down, or new dirt down. Also, I came up with a roof design for this building because of its odd shape. It looks a little funny from the side, but from the front and the back, literally any other angle, I think it looks very good. I just have to finish putting in some blocks and design the interior. So I think I'm going to add some windows on this side, add some natural light coming in, and I also swapped out quite a few just the plain oak planks for these brick bond spruce planks. So I think that does break up the totally spruce monotony. I also should get some wool. I think I want to put like a nice wool carpet in. I think that'll look nice. So I like that. I think that looks good. I don't know if I'll do the same to this. There's not a lot of space, but I may just cut up some green terracotta and splash a little piece here, a little piece there, just to break up the monotony. But let's continue this on this side. So, and I think I do just put some let's put some glass panes in there. And I don't know if I should. Yeah, that'll look sweet. All right, pick up all my terracotta and let's go finish this off. Okay, I think it's time to get started on the ice rink. So I want the ice rink to be centralized. So I think it's going to start where I am and kind of run and fill in this hole that I have right here. I might chip away a little bit at this hill, but gotta start somewhere, and I think this area is the perfect place to start. And if I take a sky view, I think that's plenty big, so let's make it look kind of oval-ish. Alright, so this is the center of my rink, right here. God, I am not good at placing blocks today. And might as well fill in this as well. And there we go, there's our little ice rink. It's very cute. I like it a lot. I'm really in love with these gold-plated trapdoors. I think that they are just absolutely cool looking. And so now we can go for a little skate. Alright, well that's enough goofing off. We got more work to get done. We got more houses to build. We got stuff to do. Also, did I mention that I finished this? Added a cute little rooftop going on. Filled that in, looks nice. inside, we are looking beautiful. All we need to do is decorate the inside, get some glass windows in here, and we'll be good to go on this building, and we're good to go on these buildings. So now it's time to start more buildings. More buildings, yeah, let's go. More buildings. So I'll bring you guys back when I have some more progress. Again, like the 8th other time that I've done this episode, but I have to admit that I am doing this on my work breaks, so I don't have a lot of time to get in some good commentary or a lot of time to do time lapses, but that's okay. Alright, so I filled in more grass on this end, so we finally don't have an open hole here. And I also removed the hill that was right here. So now we have a perfect layout of what the town is going to look like. So we're going to have our little storefront here. We're going to put another house in this corner. I'm going to try to do a diagonal house. Never really done one of those before, so I would like to try that. We'll have our big Christmas tree and all the presents underneath it. Another smaller house. Then we have these two houses. I'm going to try to build a snowman. I'm not very good with spheres, so I've been struggling a little bit. I've torn it down about 8 times now. I'm not sure what's going to go here, maybe nothing. And then we're going to have a kind of a dining house in this place. So I had originally had it smaller, but I will be lengthening this out just a little bit and kind of create like a cool little dining hall. I think that'll be a nice addition to the entrance. And with that, we'll be done. So let's get started on the dining hall. So like my idea with that building, I feel like the buildings at the entrance need to have some sort of significant value to them. You know, you don't enter a town just to walk past someone's house, which I said already. So I figure like a inn/dining area would be an excellent place to have something here. So that's what we are gonna do. So I think I want to use more red terracotta for this. I feel like it'll be a nice block choice, but it may be a little too like in my face, but we'll see. I'll put it down and we'll work with it. So I put on these 2 roofs just to see what it would look like, and I don't like the way it looks. Not because I don't like the shape. I do love the shape. It's very cool. It's that this roof doesn't fit in with the rest of the builds in the area. It's a spruce roof. The whole roof is going to be spruce because these are going to connect into a big A-frame on this side that goes long ways. It's just not going to look like it belongs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip these out, replace it with dark oak planks, and all these planks that are along the side and bottom here, I'm going to replace with spruce wood. So I'm just going to do a color invert. I think it'll fit in a lot better, especially with the building on this side. So let's do that. It already looks 10 times better. Changing the roof definitely helped, but what really helped is changing these to the framed panel blocks like here. Just that little indent makes this look so much nicer. Also, instead of spruce planks on the top and bottom like I suggested, I decided to go for a chipped dark oak log with this metal texture. I think it looks really nice in between everything, and I've only done these couple of walls. Also, I added these nut blocks in here, but I still need to do this entire back wall and throw up a roof on this side. Okay, so I just decided to go right ahead and keep doing this. This roof is freaking hilarious. I love it. I'm gonna keep it. It is amazing. I like this little part right here. It just looks so silly. I don't know. I just enjoy it. I also added some lovely doors on these. These are called dark oak waffle doors. I love a little gold in it. It helps bring out the gold in everything else. Oh, look, there I am. But yeah, this is the longhouse. All it needs is a big chimney, like right here, that comes straight up, maybe like off center from this, maybe like right here, and just goes straight up. Just kind of almost look identical to that chimney, or that chimney, I don't know yet. And with that, we have another building exterior completed. My only complaint is that I think I made this about 2 blocks too tall. But other than that, I think it looks okay. All right, that's one building down. We got a couple more to go. Alright, I'm getting a little burnt out of working on the Arctic village, so we will save the rest of that for next week. But to finish out this episode, I think I'm going to build another farm. And this one is I'm going to put compact in quotes. It's a compact quartz farm. And by compact, I mean it's not going to take up as much space as this massive thing. So why don't we build that? Well, first I need to find a nice place to build it. So first thing you're going to want to do is throw down some temp blocks, put some drawers on top of that, and then we're going to come out with our shafts. We're going to go 1, 2, throw some shafts there, and also here. Well, let's make it 3. We will then connect belts like so, and we will put brass tunnels on this side. So that's that. Then we also will be putting brass funnels on the back of our drawers right there. Okay, after you have these down, you're going to want to count out 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we are going to place in another belt, and right on top of this we're going to place a brass funnel like that. So we're going to want to cross and then another one but empty in the center. We need 2 fans like this and like this. We want them both pointing straight, don't worry. Then place some blocks like this and again like that. And out front here, we're just going to do that and that. So right here, if this is 1 and this is 2, we're going to come up 3. And on the 4th one, and on the 4th one, we place a chute down. So in front of this chute, we're going to place a shaft here. Then we are also going to place a additional shaft there and there like that. We're going to squeeze in, place a drawer of your choice, and put a void deleter upgrade on it. And above this, another chute. So from here, we need to go out 7. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can go like this. And just trash these blocks. Get your belt going and belt it up, baby. Let's go. So now up here, what you're going to want to do is just place down 2 more brass tunnels. Now while we're up here, place 2 blocks on either side here, 2 blocks on either side here, and we'll get out our crushing wheels. So crushing wheels in a square pattern like that. And then right here, place another temporary block. On this temporary block, we will put down a drawer so it faces this way or towards whatever entrance you're going to be in. So I'm going to have a room right here so I can walk in and see what's in there. If I have it facing this way, it doesn't really matter, but ease of use. And on that drawer, we are going to place a brass funnel. And on this brass funnel, we are going to right-click in this area, set the amount to exactly 64. Now, on top of this drawer, 2 chutes. 2 chutes exactly on top of it. 1 chute to this side, another chute to that side. So it'll look like a W. It'll look like a W. Put your drills so that they're facing downwards. Remove the said temporary blocks. We're going to have 3 across here. And we will go up here, like so, and just create a little box to fill yourself in. And you can delete any corner bits that you may not want. Come across, like so, 1 more time, and again like this. Bring this up 1 block on this side, and I could drop down. You're going to want to drop down and you want to go put blocks like this. Build up. Place blocks like this. So you should have a enclosed space like this, and another enclosed space right here. Okay, climb up here on your crushing wheels. We're going to place a vert gearbox facing this way, and like that. Get yourself some cog wheels going. Go cog wheel, on all four. Up one more, like this, and like that. Then we're going to come over out here. Whoops. One there. And whoops. And one there. Bring down your shaft by one. Get yourself out a vertical gearbox facing this way. We'll get an additional vertical gearbox. Bring this down by one. One more gearbox. We will bring a shaft out by one. Horizontal gearbox. Bring this out by this many. Gearbox. And I believe one more right here. One last thing. Open up your item filter. Go Quartz. Click and drag. Add some quartz. And gold nugget. Click and drag. Boom. Now I need to go get some soul soil, some soul sand, and a bunch of water, so I'll be right back. To finish off our item filters, we are going to place soul sand right here. Also, we're just going to put our soul sand down and light it up. We are going to come up to the first layer, or the top layer. Grab ourselves some sand, and place it in this filter right here. And one last final bucket there. All we need is some lava. Okay, before I place my lava down, I forgot a very important part of the system, which would be powering our drills. So add 3 cogs like this, then we get 3 cogs like this, and finally 2 shafts. Now we're ready to put our lava in, so get yourself 3 buckets of lava. Lava. Cobblestone should generate there. Now all we need to do is set up a power system. Okay, so this now complicates things, but we put this in here like this. Then if we get ourselves some more small cogs, place this. Vertical gearbox. And everything, let's see if it's moving the right way. Everything's moving the right way. Now let's see how much power this bad boy can generate. Let's try 128. Good. How about 160 stressed? I think it's gonna be 128's the key there. Okay, so I had made an error. The way I fixed it was just by running a line to this right here, this belt under this brass tunnel, and I just put 2 vert gearboxes behind it. So now this belt is working. It's washing our soul sand. And I messed up. That's exactly what I needed to do. So grab one, put it like this, and pick up one here, and there we go. And there we go. We now get quartz and gold nuggets. That is my quartz farm. It's very quick, very simple, not very resource intensive, and it outputs quite a bit of quartz. Surprisingly, for just 3 cobblestone drills, I think it does a fantastic job. I'm gonna have to cut this episode here. I have officially run out of time to add more things, but that's okay. I know this episode may not have been the most exciting one, with me just working on the Arctic Village, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. So if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Have a good one.